Fakakta Comedy Funhouse Network.
In a world where we hate everything except for the things we love, there's the Low Blow Podcast. So join us every week as me, Adam Z,
me, Dave Rowan,
and Chris and Naomi.
She might be naked.
I'm naked.
Fill your ear holes with unbiased reviews of movies, TV shows, comic books, anything Florida does, and basically the rest of the internet, right here in the FCF Network. So please check out all your favorite downloading podcasting apps for us, the Low Blow Podcast. Appropriately inappropriate.
Ow! MHOG.
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast, the most dangerous podcast in the universe, and the only podcast that believes that spandex is a way of life. I am your host, Wayne, and my two beautifully amazing co-hosts are...
1, 2, 3 Adams.
And I'm the Rum Guy.
Rum always does that. He's like, and I'm the Rum Guy. You know that guy. I'm going to be cool about it.
Well, I can't help but be cool about it, man. It's just
you guys are like really extreme, and I'm the cool dude.
He's had
you know,
1, 2, 3 drinks. Ha ha ha.
So,
fuck. Yes.
A whole bunch of shit happened. Tell me about it.
All kind of shit has happened.
Isn't that the new Ed Sheeran song?
It is, and I really, really like it. I like where he's going with things these days.
All kind of shit has happened.
Yeah, he's metal.
Yeah, he's metal, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, silence. What? Like?
Oh, I mean,
you were like, all kinds of shit happened. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it cool like Rum, you know. I'm like, yeah. So
tell me about it, man. Tell me. Guess who died?
Who died?
Everybody's dying. I don't know. It's just like every time I turn on the damn news, someone else is dead.
Well, I mean, I know you guys talked about death of Tom Petty and the life of Tom Petty and the death again of Tom Petty.
Yeah.
And then
is he alive again?
Comedian Ralphie May died.
Yeah, that's the dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's a sad day.
Yeah, he was very, very funny, and he was really in the spotlight for a long time. Then
I thought you were going to say he was very fat.
No.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say that, but he just kind of faded out of the spotlight for a while there. Was it because he had health issues, or do you know? Or
I think he was getting like. I do believe he had like not I don't know if it was the stomach staple or the gastric bypass or whatever, but right. I know he lost a lot of weight.
No, he lost weight at one point, but he gained it back. He died because he was like severely overweight. He died of pneumonia.
Really, that's the reason. It wasn't like Zika.
He died of pneumonia specifically, but
I thought it was the Zika.
Close.
Isn't that one of the Dragon Ball Z characters?
The Zika?
No, I thought that was Jay-Z's new record. Fuck.
The Zika print. But yeah, I know. I mean, look, well, we're all overweight to a degree or another.
Sure.
You know, Rum's the healthiest of us.
Hey, I just want to say,
Kyle is.
I lost 16 pounds. Go ahead.
Nice.
Is it because you couldn't?
What did you cut off?
I'm about to lose another 200 by fucking getting rid of your ass.
Wait, which one of us?
Him, not you.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear what I said then. Okay, so, well, that's what you. I mean, congratulations.
I mean, I still have a fuck ton to lose. We're still
overweight,
dude. 16 pounds. Yeah. That's a good accomplishment right there.
My point is that he was severely unhealthy, and so it's like you saw a lot of people who were just like, I can't believe this happened, you know. But you know,
kind of saw it coming though, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, look, he died. It's the funny thing about life is you'll see people who are like 400 pounds who live to be like 65, 70. And then you'll see somebody who exercises regularly, eats well, and then they have a heart defect and they just fucking keel over. And
they die at like 25.
No rhyme or reason to it. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it doesn't hurt to be healthy with your lifestyle. Certainly doesn't hurt to do that.
Well, it certainly helps, but and it does definitely improves your chances of living longer. However, you know, he drew the short straw, and you know, he wasn't one of those people who can, you know,
the shortest straw.
For me to live longer, what I do is I just I take heads, and then at the last one there can be only one. So,
you could have went a lot of ways with that, frankly.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I see. I don't live down the gutter, people. I just cut people's heads off. That's what I do.
So I was sure you sacrificed bulls, but you know.
Let's see.
Live forever.
But Ralphie May
other things have happened besides death.
Oh, good. That's always nice.
We had a not hurricane.
Yeah, that blew by you. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you get some rain from it though?
I got
in the morning during the
5 minutes of rain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It rained.
That's good.
There was that.
It rained throughout the day.
You don't need any more than that, really.
No. And I started the weekend off with not only the threat of the hurricane coming, but going to the emergency room with my son. That was fun.
What did you do to him?
I did nothing to him.
What did Caitlin do to him?
She did nothing either.
Have you ever seen Rum? Have you ever seen the South Park episodes where they play Kick the Baby?
Oh, kick the baby!
Kick the baby!
Yeah, you know.
It was nothing like that.
Too bad.
But he was deciding to be like Linda Blair on The Exorcist and would not stop throwing up. And it got to the point where when he was throwing up, he was kind of getting weak. Like you could see he couldn't stand.
Well, what was the
problem? They're not sure.
Was it the Drano that you fed him, or?
I think so. It might have been that. But, you know, he's got to build up a tolerance some kind of way.
A little bit at a time, man. Don't do too much.
Well, I mean, I did what you told me to.
Yeah, just careful.
You know. But no, they said it could either be something that didn't agree with him that he ate, or that he had some kind of, like, bug, you know, flu bug type thing that just...
Well, I mean, babies, they're on the ground all the time, so you never know. I mean, seriously, I mean, that's they're, you know... They're closer to the ground than we are, so there's a lot of bad things lay on the ground. So if you're crawling around playing and stuff, you could get sick.
And he likes to eat things from the ground.
He eats whatever's off the fucking ground, dude. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he gets that from his old man.
Yeah, I know.
hey, Ron, dick. Don't knock it. That's how he found like his last few girlfriends.
Right. They were on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, passed out, knocked out, whatever.
Yeah. That's how it worked. When he'd be going to a party, it's like, there's one, she fell over. Mine.
Easy.
Tips.
Next. I was like Pokemon. You got to collect them all.
Collect them all.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
And then you put them in a ball and throw them at people.
In a freezer?
I mean, if you got that kind of money.
Well,
it's a big freezer.
And upper body spring.
They were on sale that time at Best Buy. You got 2 for 1, so that wasn't bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Affordable misogyny.
Yeah. That's my favorite kind.
Yeah. Well, expensive misogyny, it's just not worth it. I mean, if I can't oppress people, for free, then I don't know if I'm in.
True.
You can't live on the free train, though, man. Sometimes you got to put a little work into it. You got to put a little money into it.
I mean, what if I bring a tent?
Yeah, but I mean, now if it's a yurt, you can get a certain class of girl then. But just a tent, I mean, you're just getting hobos, bro.
Yurt? Oh no, that's for those vegan girls. I don't eat.
Yeah, well, yeah, the vegan. Well, yes, but if you eat them, then you're being healthy.
Wait, we're talking about the girls or the yurt?
Oh, don't eat the yurt. That's weird.
Oh. Well, that's what they. I don't know. I don't know where we are. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, don't get the girls that eat the yurt either, because they'll eat you out of house and home.
As long as they don't eat my ass. So what else happened, Wayne? You seemed like you had an exciting time.
Let's see. I mean, so much has been going on.
Has there?
Yeah, I mean, well, we had that whole thing with the football players and the Pence walking out. We had.
Do we really want to talk about
you had
though?
that.
That's been. I mean, I think people are kind of sick of just hearing about that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. You asked. I'm just throwing shit out here. We got
reiterating.
I thought
the Jason Aldean thing. Is that his name? Aldean,
but we talked about on the last episode.
Yeah,
but I thought
that.
I thought Wayne had like other life activities that had happened.
I thought he did too. I mean, I think there's something coming up. I don't know.
Well, there is something coming up, and
is it?
You should know. You should know you're flying in for it, you asshole.
Wait, is that Mart is finally going to get off his pussy ass and make a podcast?
No, I doubt it.
Okay, well then I guess nothing of importance is happening.
We're gonna miss Mart. He should be here for this.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, he should, but he can't afford it, man. It's very expensive.
I know. I mean,
to record a podcast, it's not that expensive.
No, but I mean to come over here for the wedding would be nice, But he's making like hand over fist in the band. I mean, he could put a little bit on the side. That's all I'm saying.
He's English. He would ruin it.
No.
Have you ever been around those people?
English won't ruin it.
English people ruin everything. I just saw the sequel to Kingsman. They ruined it.
Really? They did?
They totally ruined it.
Oh, was it that bad, dude?
I still got to see it.
It was
like I read what you wrote, and I was kind of like, I was really disheartened because I really liked that first movie.
I love that first movie. I might watch it tonight just to cleanse myself. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but considering I've been looking forward to that movie like all year, that's the movie I was most waiting for. Like I don't give a shit about, apparently the Star Wars trailer is coming out tonight. I don't really give a shit. Like, I'll see that movie when it comes out, but I really don't give a shit, to be honest with you. But Kingsman, I was like, I can't wait for this shit to come out. It's kind of sad that I couldn't go see it opening week, but I was broke, so I went and saw it yesterday. And when, early in, I was like, this is going to be something. And as soon as the credits rolled, I looked at John and Liz, and I was like, that was a fucking weird movie. And they looked at me, and they were like, it really was. And then we spent like an hour talking about like what the fuck was going on with that movie. And Do they have
a different director?
No, that's the thing. It's one of my favorite directors, Matthew Vaughn. I've never seen a bad Matthew Vaughn film until now. It's not horrible. It's definitely not like the first one, although they do a bunch of callbacks. It's
just really weird.
It's bizarre, and they lost me really early in. And I don't know. It's missing so much, and there's just some weird choices. But go see it. Make your own opinion. I was so let down.
Well, maybe it would be better if it was the other Vaughn that that produced it, that directed it.
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn, it would have been good.
You know what? Vince Vaughn would have been amazing in this movie. That's another thing. Like, okay, so this isn't a spoiler. So you know that there are American agents in this movie, right?
Correct. Saw that from the trailer.
The problem is that it seems to be what British people think Southerners are like.
Oh, nice.
Like, first of all, Channing Tatum's accent, horrible.
Well, he's really not good at accents, man.
He definitely is.
He's really not a great actor.
No,
but it doesn't matter because you really don't see much of him in this movie. He's really not in the movie that much. But but they have a very bizarre like British version of like cowboys in this movie. And the Jeff Bridges is awesome. The dude is great, but he's the probably least used character. But he was really good, you know. But anyway, go see the movie. I just couldn't be. I actually might like do a spoiler review of it just because like it's there's so much to talk about in the movie. Like we spent probably an hour talking about like.
Do you think it's a weird movie because it's one of those movies that they're trying to create a series off of?
Wait, you talking about the TV thing?
Well, I don't know. Either a TV series spin-off of the movie.
No, he's trying to say that it's like sequels, you know.
I didn't know if you had heard the thing about the TV. So apparently Matthew Vaughn has an idea for a prequel TV series, but but that might not. He said like I've got like a ton of stuff on my plate and I'm really just kind of toying with it, but he wants it to be a trilogy, and like after this one. I'm just like, and then he was like, when he was talking about, because I listened to his thoughts on like the movie with spoilers, and I was like, I don't know if you know what kind of movie you made, because what you're describing is not what happened on that screen, but apparently like the he's already like kind of plotted out the third movie, and he's just waiting to see if the movie makes enough money to make a third one. And the description that everyone has of the plot of the third one is that it's bonkers. And I'm like, well, if that movie is considered bonkers and this movie wasn't, then this is going to be like one of the most. This is going to be like what was that? What was the guy? What was the name of the movie that the guy did after that did Donnie Darko did after that? The thing about L.A. Tales or Southland Tales.
Oh, it's Southland Tales.
Yeah, if it's more crazy than the second Kingsman, it's going to be almost Southland Tales levels of fucking weirdness. Not quite that bad. Not quite that bad, but still.
That movie was so fucking strange.
Oh, that's one of the most insane movies I've ever seen in my life. If you've never seen Southland Tales, like anyone who gets high,
do yourself a favor.
You know what? I think it might be too much if you got high and watched that movie. I think you might actually jump out a window if you got high and watched that movie. So don't get high. Just watch the movie. We're talking about something.
Gotcha.
But anyway, but like I said, go make your own opinion. I'm not trying to like lose money for the movie or anything like that. I just, the first Kingsman was pretty much perfect as far as I'm concerned. Like I can't think of a single part of that movie where I was like, that wasn't that great. Like it was funny, it was adventurous, But the thing,
what I didn't really get so much in that movie. There was one part.
What's that?
One part that really didn't tie together well.
Here we go.
I know, and it's nothing major. It's. I mean, I get it, but it just didn't. It didn't seem cohesive. The part where he rescues the princess from the jail cell.
Okay, what about it?
And then they have sex.
Why?
That was the best part of the whole movie.
Well, that's sad that would have been the best part of the whole movie.
That's the best line in the history of filmmaking.
Yeah.
I just doesn't tie with the rest of the movie. I get why they did it. It just doesn't tie with it.
Sure, it does. It's a play.
No, it really doesn't.
It's a play on the James Bond thing.
I got that, but it seemed forced.
Right up her ass.
So what you're saying is it just didn't work for you, not that it doesn't work in the movie.
No, it really didn't work for me. It just seemed really out of place for the rest, especially the timing of it.
That's fine, because there are things in this movie that apparently regular audiences are like, that was really cool, and I was like, no, it wasn't.
I think it was fine to be in there. It just seemed like it was in the wrong place.
Wow.
Because it was too far towards the end of the movie.
But
I don't know. It just seemed weird. Because usually when James Bond did it, it was more of that in the middle thing, you know.
Oh, well, I mean,
it brought some drama.
Okay,
that just brought some ass.
Here's what you might be missing. So the first movie and the concept of, I mean, the comic was called The Secret Service. They changed it to Kingsman, I guess, because we're in America, and if you say the Secret Service, people think
you're thinking of the people who protect the president.
So the actual name of the movie was Kingsman: The Secret Service or something like that. But the whole concept of it is that it's meant to lightly lampoon all those other spy movies. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, like there's the line towards the end of the movie where Samuel L. Jackson says, "This isn't that kind of movie," or whatever, which is sort of a wink at the audience. But that's from the comic, I believe, and like, but that's what it's saying is like, no, this isn't going the way you think it's going, you know.
Because I got a lot of, I mean, it had aspect, and I like the movie. I get sucked into it every time it comes on TV. But it had aspects of the James Bond thing. But I really got, funny enough, I got a lot of the background, the humor, the whole thing. I got a lot of Get Smart out of that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Well, but the problem with the second movie is like the first movie kind of pokes fun at that stuff, and the second movie is just like a normal. Well, it's not normal, but
it's like, trying to take it serious.
No, it's just that it forgets to actually really lampoon that stuff, and it just becomes like a bloated spy movie. You know,
I got you.
With a ton
just everything was a little bit too over the top on purpose.
No, not a little. Like. Okay, so have you ever seen Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say this movie, in terms of grossness, was closer to Kick-Ass than it was to the first Kingsman movie. Like, there's a couple things in it where I was like... And it's not... It's more implied graphic than it is really... I can't really explain it to you without telling you what happened, but
well, no problem. Everybody go out and see the movie. Tell us what you think about it.
Your own mind. I just there was a few things that just grossed me out, and I was just like, no, no, that was unnecessary. But yeah, I mean, I don't regret seeing the movie. I do regret that I didn't go for the matinee, because with the icy that I got, it was like $20 for me. You know,
God damn, dude.
And like. And considering this is the only movie that I've really seen this year that I was disappointed by. Like, I'd say Baywatch was far more entertaining.
Baywatch was funny.
It was, but a lot of people didn't like it. But and it was also a very uneven movie. But it was funny, like you said. It was entertaining. And
yeah, it was what it was. It was just an entertaining kind of spoofy action flick.
But for as many things as I do like in this movie. Like, unlike Baywatch, where I was just kind of laughing or just smiling throughout most of the movie, because not everything was hysterical, but, you know, it was just genuinely entertaining, generally entertaining, excuse me. But for this movie, like, half of the movie, I'm just like, what? You know, like,
yeah, that's kind of weird when it's like that way.
But, so, I don't know. But that was one part of my weekend.
That's cool.
I had a pretty interesting weekend.
I worked.
You worked the whole weekend?
Yep, I worked.
You say that like there's supposed to be a little violin playing in the background, like
there should
be a violin in the background.
Fucking orchestra going to town. I need fucking the four tenors singing something in Italian just to.
I just got a 20.
A 20.
Four tenors.
Oh my god!
That was
talk about me.
The pun guy is gonna give me shit. Really?
That was no.
You should just be ashamed that was over your head,
bad, dude.
Oh no, y'all are just mad because it was over your head.
No, I got it. I got it now.
No, you didn't. No, you.
I got it now.
After I explained it.
Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
For tenors, it seemed a little forced. Much like that scene in the Kingsman.
In her ass.
You might not want to use that movie. Okay. Anyway, I also
the only thing I didn't really care for on the Kingsman, not to go back to it, but is I don't know. I think Sam Jackson is just too much.
I don't like him in that.
Me either.
I don't like that he had a lisp.
So the only movie that you've probably ever seen where he plays a completely different character, you didn't like it.
No, I just didn't like the way he talked. Like I dug the character. I dug the character. I just didn't care for the accent. That's all.
I don't really think that Samuel L. Jackson is that great of an actor. He has no range. He just is Samuel L. Jackson. And in that movie, he was Samuel L. Jackson pretending he had a lisp.
Right.
I mean, I guess
weird.
I guess technically you can say that, but you can make that argument about any actor. Like, oh, that's not Tom Cruise. It's just Tom Cruise wearing a hat.
Well, some actors are just typecast as themselves. That's just what it is. But some actors have a lot of range. A lot of actors, or especially actresses, they go like, holy shit, I didn't even recognize her, or wow, he does great. Who's a good actor who does really well, who's really estimated a lot of films is Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he doesn't always play the all right guy. He actually has a little bit of range. He gets into the character a bit more than some other actors do, say, like Samuel L. Jackson.
I'd say about 92% of the time, though, he's playing the all right guy. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but that buddies. That pays the bill.
Is that what this is, Rum? You're kissing your buddy's ass?
Yeah, he is. He is.
This motherfucker. Samuel L. Jackson sucks. They should have gave that to Matthew McConaughey, and
No, you know what? He would be good.
If not him, maybe Kristen Stewart. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
He doesn't. I don't think. I don't know who would have been better in that cast. It's hard to say. I love that movie. It's entertaining. It's well written. The guy that played Luke Cage would have been a good bad guy in it.
Really?
No, Don Cheadle,
I think
man.
he would have played a good bad guy for that.
What?
I say Don Cheadle all the way.
Now y'all are just naming random black guys now.
I've named the same guy three times.
I wish it was Sammy. I wish it was Sammy Davis Jr. How about that one? He just walks in with and he's just like,
who can take a rainbow?
Mr. McDonald's.
Boing boing.
But half the audience just got lost, like Sammy.
Yes.
So anyway, another. That was Sunday, but my Friday night was very interesting for various reasons. I went and saw a comedian that I'm not going to name because I like this person. However, the show wasn't quite. It was actually what I thought it was going to end up being, but it wasn't what I was hoping it would be. Which is to say that, normally speaking, this person doesn't talk about politics much. However, I could tell from the show description, he was probably going to talk about politics. I didn't know how much. But, so I went with Squirrels, actually. And, because I was kind of debating on whether or not I should even go, but what?
No one said. I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything either.
I'm sorry. Maybe that was static. I don't know. But she kind of. I wasn't really sure. I was like, I don't feel like hearing about politics. And I think that's what's going to happen. But she wanted to go, So we went, and of course that's what he did. Like, most of the show was about politics, and this isn't funny at all, but it just, like, it was interesting to me because, like, I'm such a student of comedy. Like, mostly what I was doing was kind of paying attention to him and the audience. Like, I was listening to the jokes, but, you know, mostly paying attention to what was going on. Because do either of y'all watch wrestling or used to?
Wrestling, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched.
Okay,
wrestling.
well, do either of you know what the cheap pop is? Go.
Cheap pop? What's that?
Is that like Faygo or Shasta or Dollar Tree Cola?
Yeah.
All right.
No. So in wrestling terms, a cheap pop is when you do something to get the crowd to cheer, but you're not really doing anything worthy of cheering. Like, so wrestler Mick Foley is like the king of cheap pops. So the way he does, The Rock also was like big into it. So basically, The Rock would go out, for instance, and, you know, he would do his, like, finally, The Rock has come back to New York City or whatever. And when he would say the name of the town, the crowd would go nuts. But that's all he did. Like, he didn't do a move. He didn't do anything funny. He just said the name of your town, and you're like, yeah, I'm from New York City or Hoboken, whatever. So in comedy, there's a similar thing, which is instead of making a joke, you say something that someone agrees or that the crowd generally agrees with, and they clap. And, like, it's fine, but, like, it's not really comedy. It's just, it's a cheap pop.
It's somebody sitting with just the obvious.
Or, well, I didn't agree with any things that people were clapping for, but in the case of the audience, like, you know, you know what crowd you're in, you know. Shitty example. I hate bringing up racism, but if you went to a Klan meeting and you just said, "Niggers suck," they're gonna go nuts because that's what they do.
That's what they want to hear, yeah.
Right? And it's the same thing in political circles. If you do, I guess I should have just went with this. You go to a Republican crowd and you just say, "Trump's awesome," they go nuts. If you go to a crowd that's primarily Democrat, you say, "Trump sucks," blah, blah, blah. So my problem is like, and granted, it's this person's show. I didn't tell him anything. I didn't say, "Oh, you know, like, you know, do you really want to do this?" Even though that was my opinion.
I kind of think I know who you're talking about.
It's pretty easy to figure out. But I, you know, and this person is genuinely funny. This person is a great comic.
Very.
But, like, I was watching this show and I was just like, how much are people even laughing, dude? Like, you're just talking about, like, you're doing like a Jimmy Kimmel thing. Like, feels more like a talk show than a stand-up comedy show. And so I was just kind of like, I'm disappointed. Squirrels liked it. But overall, like, knowing how good this guy is, to just see him, like, just talking about shit that, like, nobody really wants to hear about. But, I mean, that crowd did. But
so it was basically it was kind of super weak compared to stuff that he's done in the past.
Well, he wasn't making jokes for the most. I mean, he there were jokes during the show, but a lot of it was just expressing his feelings about the current political landscape. You know, so there was that.
I'd have been pissed if I'd have paid money to see that.
Well, that's the thing. The show was supposed to be. Ultimately, I did pay because I tipped him in the opener, but you know, I mean, they didn't like charge at the door, so I didn't have to. But I figured, fine. Like, I laughed that night. So the other thing that we did was at 2:00 in the morning or 1:00 in the morning, we went to this bar to see a friend of hers play in a band, and which isn't that noteworthy except for we went to it was at the River Shack, and due to her unfamiliarity with the River Shack, she thought we were going to the one on the West Bank, which is the one we went to, and it was like, oh no, it's the one on the East Bank, so we had to
Holy shit.
Go drive out there. But by the time we got there, there were, let's see, there was the band, there was the sound guy, there were the two bartenders, us, and a couple that was one zipper away from getting her pregnant. There you go. Fine. So there's basically like this, so there's this couple there, and then there's us, and then there's the bartenders, and that's it. In between, basically fucking in front of us, the dude would occasionally, well, when the songs would take a second break to switch to the next song, when the band would take 3 seconds, he would yell out something he wanted them to play. And at some point, now bear in mind, this is now roughly 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, he's like, play Simon and Garfunkel! Play Simon and Garfunkel, which is a really weird band to get, like...
Nobody gets
Sounds
hyped
of silence,
off of Simon
motherfucker! Anyway, what?
Nobody starts a riot off of... Well, yeah, they kind of did. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Oh, well, I wasn't there for that. This guy, and I'm looking at the guy, and you know, like sometimes you'll see a dude who looks like one of the guys from the first Revenge of the Nerds that definitely raped somebody. I'm not talking about the main nerd. I'm talking about one of the alpha betas or whatever the fuck they were called.
Right. Like Stan.
Like Ogre?
No, Ogre was cool, but yeah,
okay.
one of those guys though. But less interesting than Ogre. He just looks like one of the rapists in the background.
Nice. Okay.
And it was getting weird because, like I said, there's nobody there, and he's yelling at the band like really loudly for Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, how was the band though?
They were fine. I mean, they were a cover band. It was very.
They did covers. Okay.
Yeah, they were very eclectic. Apparently, they're gonna come up with some songs later, but it was a very eclectic band. The girl was young. The band itself was not.
So the Simon and Garfunkel was just out of their wheelhouse.
They'd only been playing for like a month or so they had like a set list of say 16 songs, and ne'er was there a Simon and Garfunkel to be found. But
they fucked up on that one.
Well, right. Give me an idea. Give me a cover that they did.
Fuck. Now you just put me on the spot, Rum.
I mean, was it like modern pop? Was it like
no?
we're talking
It was
Katy
a lot
Perry?
of. At one point, when we walked in, they did Johnny Be Good was the song that they were doing when I went.
Oh, okay, cool.
But so it's like classic covers. Okay.
It's from a broad range, but nothing modern.
Okay.
So stuff like maybe from the 80s or 90s, and 70s.
Like a house band.
Yeah. They kind of you Rum, you have been at the River Shack. We ate there with Rusty.
Good.
Yeah. But the kind of band you would expect to play in a place like that, basically.
I got you.
And they were good. I'm certainly not insulting them because I don't want to hear shit from squirrels.
No, I think it'd be cool to.
We're just curious on what they sounded like.
But the guy was really, really looking for Simon and Garfunkel, and like I said, like he gives off this kind of rapey vibe. But the chick that he was probably going to rape seemed into it, so I was like, all right, pond far, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
The problem is at some point. The lead singer was like, we don't know any Simon and Garfunkel. He's like, well, what do you know? And he was drunk enough that I don't think he actually knew that he was scaring all of us, but he was. And at some point, Squirrels likes to talk to people. Y'all know me. I don't. And I certainly don't generally consider engaging drunks. But she does, and so the guy's like, do y'all not think that Simon and Garfunkel would be a perfect end to the night? And I was like, it would be a perfect end to the night if you just got the fuck up and left. Like,
if you shut the fuck up and went away.
Unfortunately, he then gets up and comes and sits next to us, and she's engaging him, at which point now I'm kind of measuring this dude because I'm like, okay, he's probably 10 to 13 years younger than me, so that's not good. He weighs less than me. He's definitely in better condition. That's not good. If I have to fight this dude, basically the only shot I got is that he's inebriated, so I don't know, maybe I can
You had all that time, all that practice time in the ring, though, dude. You got some fighting skills.
Fucking ring.
Just go for it, Rum. Whatever this is, just go for it.
No, remember, didn't you used to wrestle or something?
All right, I'm just gonna move on. Sure, Rum. Sure, Rum.
You did the Japanese wrestling, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Now I know where Rum's going with this.
I asked you to just go for it.
I can't remember the name of it.
Instead, you decided to be a dick. Okay. Yeah, sumo wrestling, Rum. I'm a sumo. I'm a big fat Asian guy, Rum. Is that what you want to hear?
Well,
Is that what you want to hear?
You had some time in the ring.
When did you come up with that? When you were the lead singer of the Moody Blues?
Man, I wish I was the lead singer of the Moody Blues.
Oh, that's so good.
Can be again. Anyway, so the guy's now like giving off like this vibe, like I can't tell whether I'm going to have to fight him. Thankfully, he eventually just shakes our hand and leaves, and I'm like, oh God.
At least it was your hand.
Yeah. I mean, it did get shaken. Anyway, but yeah, so that was kind of, and then like I was half asleep, and Squirrels like talked to the band or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like it didn't end bad. Thankfully, I didn't. But like you hate those situations where like somebody's drunk and you can't tell what's going on. Like it's 1:00 in the morning. I'm old. I don't want to fight some guy.
Yeah, right.
But I don't want either of us to get raped either. So I guess fight or flight.
Or be raped. You have 3 choices.
You've got options, man.
Well,
the raping is usually the option that
Fight, run, or just take the dick. Whatever you want. I mean,
pon far, bro.
You just gotta know when to throw the first punch. That's all.
Oh, I thought you were.
Rum, you been in that situation where you got raped?
You got to fight the
No,
power.
but I know I've been in a situation where I've had to throw the first punch.
Oh.
Yeah, I know that too. It's like once a week.
I thought he was going to say he's been in that situation where he's raped somebody, though.
No.
Rum, have you ever been drunk in a bar yelling for Simon and Garfunkel?
No, I was
nope.
Or yelling someone to play.
You
George
will be
Gibson.
this weekend.
But Friday.
Friday.
If you don't think that's happening, you are sadly mistaken.
The only thing I feel bad about is we didn't get a chance to practice our song.
Yeah.
We're coming to America
today.
It's not gonna work, bro.
Oh.
So
okay.
I don't know what the plans are for Thursday when you come in, sir, but we got to figure something out.
Well, I'm coming in late on Thursday, like around 6:30. Rusty's picking me up at the airport.
Cool.
And then at that point, I don't know. We're either probably going back. I'm probably gonna have to eat something, I would think, but I don't know. I'm just playing it by ear, dude. I just want to get there. Because I'm not a fan of airports. Every time I come into fucking NOLA airport or something.
You get raped, yeah.
I don't get raped. I get held by TSA or accosted by fucking nerds.
Man, this is a rapey episode. I do want to mention to the audience that there will be one more new episode, and then since Mart's a bitch, we're probably going to have to run a old classic episode.
Mart is a very busy man with busy man things to do.
Wait, why is Mart a bitch? I'm lost.
Because thanks for listening to the show. I called him out and said he needed to record finally another MHOG UK episode so that to replace the episode that we won't be recording next weekend.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We're definitely not recording this.
Well, I think it's time for a behind the scenes best of.
Are you gonna edit that together?
You gonna put it together, dude? Because it does take a lot of time to do that.
What have you guys been doing?
Nearly getting raped.
Just hanging out,
listening to Simon and Garfunkel, Rum. That's what I've been doing. Apparently, wrestling Japanese guys and listening to Simon and Garfunkel. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Wrestling.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it's not that bad. Man, we got so much stuff, and those are always great.
I don't.
You know, it's gonna take you like 10 minutes, man.
Yeah. Sifting through fucking 5 years worth of fucking material.
Well,
I haven't actually been trimming anything out of the front ends as in a long time.
Well, maybe you start. She'll like it.
All right, folks. I think that's the end of the MHOG podcast.
I agree. I think it's good for this episode.
We'll be back at the end of the week. And maybe we'll record 5 minutes with the Rum in town and get his thoughts
that'd be fun.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
River Shack again, and
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get down. Get funky.
Well, I think something's gonna have to. I don't know. Some of this action has got to get recorded.
The action will get recorded.
Okay.
What kind of action are you planning on having, Rum?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Wow! 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 Wow!
What's going down in Rusty's room while you're in town? You gonna slap that hornet's nest?
It almost sounds like he's fucking a chicken. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there.
Claxton chicken, baby.
Anyway, motherfuckers. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I was your host, Wayne.
Oh, I'm Adam. I'm whoever you want me to be.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen,
Rusty's girlfriend?
Keep it metal! Yeah!